I'll have to be honest with you. First thing I'm going to mention right up front is it's free. I like this service when it's free because, you know, you can tie up a lot of money in different services, and from experience I found out that sometimes you can pay a lot of money and you may not be getting that much out of it.
Good afternoon, welcome to GrainTV. It's September 26, 2013. I'm Logan Burgess. To my right here is Brock Shimano to help break down the action that we saw in the grains on a Thursday. Jumping into fire tip here, we see corn up 2 cents, soybeans down 5 cents. Very quiet day for corn and soybeans, but wheat continued to show strength, up 7 3/4 in Chicago. Kansas City wheat leading the way higher, up 9 cents. Certainly the big news out this morning, Brock, was the export sales report. Did that have anything to do with the strength in wheat?
You know, it did support markets here in general. Corn, soybeans, and wheat all had pretty good export sales this week. Not a whole lot of big surprises, though, to really push the markets substantially higher.
Right.
If we take a look at the numbers, wheat came in at within analyst expectations at 620,000 metric tons. Corn at 640,000 metric tons, and soybeans at 2.8 million metric tons. Both corn and soybeans beat expectations just a little bit to the upside. If we take a look at where we stand in relation to what we need to be seeing for weekly sales to meet the current USDA projections, this chart shows wheat. The red line is that seasonal pace. The blue bars are what we are seeing for actual export sales for the week. You can see once again wheat did beat the seasonal pace to meet the current USDA projections. On the year, we're about 58 million bushels ahead, so pretty good wheat sales to start the marketing year there. For soybeans, if you take a look at that most recent bar, those big sales that we saw, the 2.8 million metric tons this week, that didn't push the market much higher today. A lot of that was already factored in. We know those sales went to China about a week and a half ago when they were on their roadshow tour through the Midwest, so that was already factored in. But for the year, we're about 258 million bushels ahead for soybeans, and corn, we're also ahead, about 72 million bushels ahead of the seasonal pace. So coming down the line, October, USDA WASDE reports, we could see some revisions to export sales across the board.
Yeah, certainly that's something people will be watching very closely then in that October WASDE, as you mentioned, Brock. That'll be out October 11th. Next Monday, though, we are getting the quarterly grain stocks report and the wheat production number, and that's certainly something that's going to be very important for the direction of this wheat market and really determining if this market can continue moving higher. Take a look here at a daily chart of the December Chicago wheat contract. You can see that today's close was above that area of resistance that Brock and I mentioned yesterday on the show. That kind of opens the door to a run here at $7 a bushel. Certainly right now this wheat market has the wind at its back, it seems. On Monday we saw those exceptional export inspections. We have some production concerns out of Argentina. And recently here we've seen a weakening dollar index, all three things that would support wheat. And certainly, though, that report on Monday is going to determine kind of the direction here as we move into winter. Take a look here at market expectations for that wheat production report. The first column here is what the USDA projected in their August report, and September here is what the trade is looking for to be reported on Monday. As you can see, not a lot of major revisions expected here for white winter or spring wheat. We are looking for a little bit of revisions for Chicago wheat, slightly higher on Chicago wheat, slightly lower on Kansas City wheat, but like I said, no major revisions expected. Certainly, though, a surprise would affect the market here for the next several months. You know,
we do get that quarterly grain stocks as well, and comparing this September to where we were last September on the wheat quarterly grain stocks, the trade's looking for about a 200 million bushel reduction over where we were last year. So that could definitely put a little bit more of a bid underneath the wheat market. We could go up and test that $7 level. If we break above that, we do have the upside potential of maybe going up to $7.40 area or somewhere right around there.
Yeah. Certainly, it does look like this wheat market's found a bottom here, at least a near-term bottom. But as Brock said, a big thing that's going to be determining direction on Monday as well is that quarterly grain stock report. On tomorrow's show, we're going to break down the numbers there and expectations in detail, so join us then. Thanks a lot for joining us, though, here on a Thursday. Relatively quiet day for corn and soybeans. Strong day for wheat. We'll see if the grains can carry it here into Friday.